Hello everyone! Exciting news! My god! Thank you, COROCORO Beyblade YouTube channel. I don't want to waste any more time or anything like that. I want to get right into this. So, super crazy. Super crazy. That's an ended concept I have right there. The COROCORO YouTube channel released a video showing off one part that is for the whole Beyblade, which is actually, I guess, reminds me sort of reminiscent of the Metal Fusion Energy Ring, as we can see right here. So I actually did do an edited concept that actually was a sort of teasing, which we'll get to in a second. So this is most likely going to be the main character's Beyblade with the color scheme that it has, with all the colors. So quickly going over these images, it looks like a clamp system, which is probably the piece that has to bite into the metal core, which you've seen that you can only obtain through Trigger Fang, which is probably the reason why people buy the random booster other than getting those rare Beyblades, just to get that Gachi piece. So going over all the images I have right here, you can see again, they have really outdone it this time. 3 different pieces, and I said this before, there's the top core, and look, there's the core in the middle that's metal. I guess the outside is much more of a bulky core, and then after, I guess, disc and driver. So these bays are going to be a lot more bulkier than they were before, and I was right. I did say the layer is probably going to have 3 pieces this time around, and then after the normal disc, probably disc compatible with frames, and then after a performance tip. So when we go through this, right? So for starters, March 15th, we already know is the date. That is the date. They've been teasing March 15th for a while. It's either going to be probably one separate release, and then after we get the sets, but March 15th, watch out. So this is the core piece, right? This is the core piece that I have from sourced from a video, because we were supposed to get the random booster if we didn't get it, but I'll cover that more extensively later. This metal piece right here goes in hand with the energy core, or whatever the new layer is going to be called. I don't know if it's actually called an energy core. So looking at this metal piece, comes with Trigger Fang. Leave a link to the video if you want to see it. So that was a mystery for a while. We had this teaser image from the random booster, which I'm assuming this is going to be the main character's Beyblade with the shape of how it is. I didn't edit a concept, which is one I actually showed right here. So this, I said 3 layers. It doesn't really mean like 3 separate layers. I just meant 3 modes when I did the edit for it, which is what this will look like. So it seems it'll be a very small piece on the top, a metal core possibly, and then after a big bulky part on the bottom to combine it to be a 3-piece layer, and then after disc and performance tip, and ignoring the frame, which you could count a part of the disc, but if you don't, it's technically a 5-6-piece Beyblade, which is very actually close to Metal Fusion for the actual pieces that they've had. So it actually seems like they're combining aspects from the old generation with this sort of gear system and Metal Fusion and implementing it into a burst in a way. So for starters, very crazy. Now I want to go back to this thumbnail, right? Because this thumbnail, when you're looking at it, it's very interesting. It seems these Beyblades are going to be a lot bulkier than they were before. Now I have a theory that is going to be something like partial metal. It's going to be a little bit less than Cho-z, but it's going to be at the cost of the base probably being a lot more heavier with their attacks and everything. Since these Beyblades do have, they're confirmed from the original, I don't want to say / Valkyrie scan, because it wasn't, it was just like sort of a teaser for what the system will be like. It's attack, attack, defense, stamina. These Beyblades are going to be like, what, the ultimate balance type basically, which probably they'll have different names for it, probably maybe be one Bey that's more close to one type or something like that, but very interesting. I want to take it back for a second. Look at this. 1,000 likes is our like goal. Get this video to 1,000 likes, please. Please. There's no other channel. It's going to get breakdowns. This is extensive. So, this means it's the main character's Beyblade. Otherwise, why else would they show that piece with the colors that match it? As well, March 15th, watch out for it. Most likely 5-6-piece new burst system. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, because for me, I look at this and I'm like, wow. Wow. So crazy, so crazy. So, one last thing I do want to mention is that Trigger Fang, which by the way, that's how they get you to buy the random booster, get that piece in, probably for the main Beyblade. And as well, if you get to the Holy White Knight Cho-z Spriggan, which I think I have a picture of right now, if not, you just go check the previous video. But, this is how they reel in the fans. They know you'll probably not get this stuff with how they're releasing it. So that's why they implement this stuff where like, hey, you know, we have these products, man. We have all this cool stuff, and the only way we're gonna get you to buy it is if we implement the next series onto the last few releases. So what this means is that this new system is going to probably be, I think, the bulkiest burst Beyblade we'll probably see. I would say around Cho-z Valkyrie most likely, with how the shape is. I do want to just go back real quick, showing off my concept images again. You tell me your thoughts of how close this is. I think it's fairly close. I want to leave it off on that, because if there's more news that comes, I want to save that for the actual video. So, like the video, 1,000 likes is our like goal. Tell me your thoughts on this system. I think it's going to be crazy and insane. 1,000 likes is our like goal. Awesome. Hashtag Dragon. Hashtag Beyblade GT in the comment section. Let's get it. First one to comment that, get their comment pinned. I don't know, it's a challenge, I guess. I'll probably pin it later. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.